Today I am going to talk about 10 tips to embracing optimism. All right, so I'm going to be reading from my notes so you'll see me looking down again when I talk about these healing videos. Whenever I make the healing videos and I record any wellness or anything, I have my notes. I'm looking down at my notes. So, I want to make sure that I provide the essential information to you, and I really don't want to miss anything. So that's the whole point of me having my notes and looking down. So, optimism is a powerful mindset that can transform how you perceive and interact with the world. By focusing on the positive, you can improve your mental well being and increase your resilience against life's challenges. Here are 10 tips to help you embrace optimism. The first one is practice gratitude. The second one is surround yourself with positive people. The third one is reframe negative thoughts. The fourth one is set realistic goals. And the fifth one is practice mindfulness and meditation. The sixth one is engage in positive self-talk. The seventh one is limit media consumption. Number 8, exercise regularly. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that word. Number 9, focus on solutions. And number 10, give back to others. So I'm going to go through and give you the definition of each one. So number 1, practice gratitude. Start by acknowledging good things in your life. Keep a gratitude journal and write down 3 things that you're thankful for each day. This practice helps shift your focus from what's lacking to what you already have. So I have a journal, and I don't have it by me right now, that I write in every morning. I need to get a new one because I'm down to a couple of pages. But every morning I write down things that I am grateful for. I always write a note to God as well. I write things that I am trying to manifest into my life. So writing things down really does help you change your mindset, and it helps you start your day off on a positive note. So I do recommend that you do that. Number 2, surround yourself with positive people. The company you keep can significantly influence your outlook on life. Spend time with optimistic and supportive people who encourage and inspire you to see the brighter side of solutions. So I take a deep breath because before, when I was going through my traumatic issue, I was around all these different kind of people that were feeding me all this negative energy, and I had to take a step back and see how that me hanging around these people reflected my life, and I don't even know, and how it added to me getting a divorce, and my thinking, the things that they were saying to me, F your husband, go ahead and do this, go ahead and do that. And I just, when I tell you, I beat myself up time and time again that I was listening to all this information and taking it in. It did help me in a sense to keep going, but it also hindered me from fighting a little harder for my marriage. But I will take responsibility. So I'm not putting that blame on anybody else. I'm just saying that when you have a lot of people in your ear, you're trying to figure out and decipher what is good information for you to listen to, what information you should ignore. You want to respect your friends' opinions, but sometimes people can reflect how they should have responded to a situation in their past, and they give you information that they wish they would have taken when they were in their situation. So a lot of times people give you information that they really won't even follow themselves. So that is very, very important that you take a step back and kind of look at your desires and what you want and what you want your relationship to look like and be like. And so I feel like I should have fought just a little harder. This light is reflecting, this ring light. I'm really trying to figure out a reflection in my glasses. Let's see if I can just tilt it that way a little bit, trying to get that glare off my glasses. Okay. And so for that reason, I had to step back from everybody. I had to take a break and move back so I can decipher what I wanted and not base that off of someone else's desires and intention or someone else's opinion, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'm trying to have some light in here, you guys. Work with me. But there is a glare from my glasses. Okay, I should have did this before I came on, so I apologize. All right, so the third one is reframe negative thoughts. When you catch yourself dwelling on negative thoughts, try to reframe them. Ask yourself if there's a more positive or constructive way to view the situation. This shift in perspective can help you find solutions rather than focus on problems. So I have found that when I change the way I think, it helps me think about things in a more positive manner. Meaning, I look at all of the solutions, I think about all of the different ways that I could have handled something. I think about all the different responses I could have given that are positive. So it's very, very important to, when you get upset, to just, or you start to think negative, you want to just stop and just pause. And that's when you want to do that self-talk. You want to just sit there in the moment and just listen to your thoughts. And you have your negative thoughts, and then you have your positive thoughts, and you see how you can change your thinking by sitting in silence. A lot of times really, really helps. Just sitting, like no music, just listening to your spirit and feeling what you want. That helps you to come up with your desires. And when you start fighting against your desires, then you start to settle the things that you want. So you have the ability to change how you think by sitting in silence, taking a negative thought and looking from a positive perspective. Number 4, set realistic goals. Setting achievable goals give you a sense of purpose and direction. Break larger goals into smaller, manageable steps to maintain motivation and celebrate each success along the way. So I have this long list of things, and every time, for some reason, every time I write the long list down, I never accomplish them. So what I've done is I've taken those large things that I say I want to do, and I've broken the large things down to like maybe 3 to 4 things, and I'm able to go back and check those things off as I complete them. And then I celebrate myself. Like I had all these videos. You guys heard the stories about me going to Florida and isolating myself in my hotel room, and I recorded all my videos. I was just really focusing on YouTube, and so that was a big accomplishment, driving 14 hours to a different state, checking into the hotel, and it was beautiful outside and not really engaging with going outside other than working out. And then I celebrated Thanksgiving. I went grocery shopping and I cooked in my room and everything. So that was really, really fun. That was a big goal, but I was so proud of myself because I did about 12 or 13 YouTube videos, meaning I set them up. I put all my commercials on there. I even taught myself how to use iMovie. I was able to, I really didn't do any editing, but I uploaded them all to YouTube, wrote all my descriptions. So I was really, really proud of myself. So I'm saying this to say that I set a realistic goals and I achieved them, and I celebrated by just congratulating myself. Had me a bottle of wine for Thanksgiving to celebrate. I think Thanksgiving Day was the only day that I gave myself a break. Other than that, I stayed in solitude, making videos after videos, studying, watching videos, making notes, and trying to educate myself. Every day I try to learn something new. So that's a goal that I think, uh, I would suggest that you put at the top of your list. Every day, learn something new that you didn't know the day before. Number 5, practice mindfulness and meditation. All right, so for women, it's so hard for us to practice mindfulness, being in the moment. Mindfulness and meditation can help you stay present and reduce anxiety about the past or future. By focusing on the present moment, you can captivate a more positive and optimistic outlook. Might have a lazy tongue. I should have put some lemon on my tongue to wake it up. So uh, it's not hard for me to pronounce certain words. Okay, so anyway, being in the moment, ladies, is so hard. Like right now, I'm thinking about things I'm gonna do like when I finish this video. It's so hard for us to practice being in the moment because we are always thinking about what's next. And so I really have to slow myself down in order to be in the moment. It is really hard practicing mindfulness, but once I'm aware that my mind starts to wander, then I'm able to pull myself back into the moment. Okay, so practice mindfulness and meditation is very important. And so for me, meditation, I do a quiet meditation where I'm not listening to music. I'm not just my room, my apartment is silent, like nothing is playing, nothing is going on. And I just sometimes I just sit there for like 15 to 20 minutes and just think and just think. And it really does help me file different things in my head. Exciting news. I'm thrilled to announce the release of my new book, Transforming Trauma. This book is a heartfelt guide for anyone seeking to reclaim their strength and transform their lives after experiencing trauma. In Transforming Trauma, I share 10 empowering tips to help you navigate the complexity of trauma while embracing your inner power. Each tip is designed to inspire and support you on your journey to healing and self discovery. Here's a sneak peek at what you can expect: 10 tips to embrace your power. Acknowledge your feelings, seek support, practice self compassion, embrace boundaries, cultivate mindfulness, create a safe space, explore creativity, prioritize self care, set achievable goals, celebrate progress. I wrote this book to empower individuals to transform their trauma into a source of strength and resilience. I hope it serves as a valuable resource for you or anyone you know who might be on this journey. Transforming Trauma, Embrace Your Power is now available for purchase. Join me in spreading the message of hope and healing. Let's transform trauma together. Thank you for your support, and I can't wait to hear how these tips help you embrace your power. You can go to aliskawalker.com and purchase the book and download it. Behind each chapter, there is a reflection sheet for you to reflect on how you felt, what you learned from each chapter. Again, that is aliskawalker.com. ALISKAWALKER.com. It helps me sort my thoughts out, if that makes any sense. So, um, that's my meditation. Somebody else may listen to music. Somebody else may work out, do stretching, do yoga. I work out 7 days a week, so every day after I get off work. So that is also something very, healthy. All right, number 6, engage in positive self-talk. So replace self-criticism with positive affirmations. Encourage yourself with kind words and remind yourself of your strengths and accomplishments. So it's very important to pat yourself on the back, words of affirmation, write little post-it notes to yourself. Oh God, this driving me crazy. Um, I would put write notes to myself and put them on my mirror. So like when I'm brushing my teeth, I would read the positive affirmations, because you really do have to train your brain to start thinking positive things, because you will automatically get up when you start your day and you start to think about what you're going through, especially when you're in that dark place and you're trying to heal from trauma. Um, Going through the healing process is when you have to really slow yourself down and really think the process through. So it's very small steps. This is 2025. I was separated in 2021. So mind you, I am still processing my trauma. I'm still going through it. And I'm further than what I was when I first started going through it. Meaning, at first I couldn't think about anything positive. I would cry, 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 get upset, and it's like a constant cycle. Then I would go through withdrawals, and then I would isolate myself, and then I didn't want to be around people, and then one minute I did want to be around people, and then so I got to a point where I just put myself in solitude. I stayed there. I started reading, meditating, looking up different things, writing, making notes. And when you're going through trauma, it's so much going, like a flash going through your mind. And so you really do have to slow yourself down, be in the moment, and do that self positive talk to yourself to keep you on the right track. And it doesn't take much to get you off the track. So that's why it's very, very important to surround yourself with positive people, change your environment, uh, write notes to yourself, and not continually to beat yourself up. And for those people that are believers, God has already forgiven you. You just have to work on forgiving yourself. And so that was something that I wrestled with for a long time, forgiving myself. I'm study beating myself up for the mistakes that I feel like I made in my marriage. Number 7, limit media consumption. Too much exposure to negative news can damper your spirit. Be mindful of the media you consume and choose sources that uplift and inform rather than instill fear or pessimism. I think I'm saying it right. Yeah, pessimism. All right. So, and I wrote the word down, so I don't. I just got to get used to using it. Um, I would watch a lot of uh, Denzel Washington videos. I would listen to a lot of those. Dr. Myron Golden, Dr. Miles Monroe. I think I'm saying his name right. I would listen to that. Les Brown. I would watch a lot of motivating and positive media consumption for me, and I would reflect. And sometimes I would listen to them 2 to 3 times. Since I'm a truck driver, it allows me a lot of time to sort my thoughts. I listen to a lot of ebooks, as well as, like I said, listening to the videos to motivate me and to help me stay in that positive mindset and to help me shift my thinking. So, number 8, exercise regularly. Physical activity releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. Regular exercise can enhance your mental health and help you maintain a positive outlook. Okay, you guys, when I tell you I am just so proud of my body, I work out 7 days a week. I'm a frugivore. I'm trying to figure out frugivore, or frugivore. It's 2 different ways you can say it, but I eat just fruits, nuts, and vegetables. So I am so proud. Like my size, I wear a size small now, where I used to wear a 2X and an extra large. Um, I love to wear fitted dresses, so exercising is a must. I have made it part of my life, like a lifestyle. So it's like I really can't go a day without exercising. Even if I don't go to the gym, I'm exercising in my apartment. But I make it a priority to go to the gym, um, because it really does release that endorphins. Like it's so relaxing. It puts you in another state of mind. And I watch a lot of exercising videos as well because I'm trying to isolate certain parts of my body. And let me tell you, I have done an amazing job, and I'm so proud of myself. So, exercising regularly is very important. Y'all don't laugh at me. All right, number 9, focus on solutions. When faced with challenges, concentrate on finding solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. This proactive approach can empower you and boost your optimism. Now, whenever I have a situation I don't really know how to respond to, I walk away and I reflect on the situation. And sometimes I revisit that situation with a positive solution. Like I said in my notes, I will come up with a proactive response to like situations so I don't respond in a negative manner. Like healing from trauma, there is a lot of thinking, there's a lot of slowing down, there's a lot of retraining your brain to think a certain way. And it just really helps put you in a solution based method. It teaches you to respond, to think about things before you respond as you're healing through your trauma. Okay. So focusing on solutions is very essential. When you facing a challenge, and come up with some proactive responses. So like whenever I get overwhelmed with talking to somebody, I'll say, hey, at this moment I need to let you go. I'm not really feeling this conversation. Can we revisit it right now? That's triggering me. So I'll talk to you later. Or if you don't want to give that information out, you just say, hey, I heard everything that you said, but at this moment, I need to step away. I'll talk to you later. That's it. Okay. So, number 10, give back to others. Helping others can increase your own happiness and sense of fulfillment. Volunteer your time, offer support to a friend, or simply perform random acts of kindness to foster a sense of community and positivity. That is my whole being. I love to help people. I love to share information. I love to, if I learn something new, I'm so excited to share that information with someone else. I just signed up for 3 courses, and so now I'm just like the kids. I, can't wait to go get my notebooks and go get my binders and um, get my new pens. And so I was telling the person who I also encouraged them to sign up for 2 more for 2 courses. They signed up for 2, I signed up for 3. And so I was excited to share uh, this information with this person. And so now they're doing it, and they told me that I inspired them, and that just made my day. Like, I love sharing information. I love telling people about new things that I've learned that they may not have known, or maybe they mentioned something to me, and then I just, when I found something out new, or I'll go searching for the information as well to help someone find a solution to their problem. So that's just part of who I am. And I realized that in every business that I've started, it was always to help somebody. It was always going that extra mile to put encouraging and inspiration and motivation into my business. That would help encourage other people. So, by incorporating these tips into your daily life, you can gradually shift your mindset towards greater optimism and enjoy the benefits that come with it. Remember, optimism is a practice, and with time and effort, it can become a natural part of your outlook. And so now, I laugh at certain things. I'm in the moment now. I have to slow myself down because I do have a hot temper. And I will go to the negative side real quick, but I have learned through healing that I just, when I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, I just remove myself from that environment, and I reflect, and then I revisit, and I know my limitations. I don't allow anyone to push me into a place that I don't want to be. I'm not working off of satisfying other people when my desires are not met first. And so I'm always reflecting on how to become the best version of myself. So I really hope that this video helps you to embrace optimism.